We are back. Welcome to Go Be Great with Karena Calhoun. Super, super excited to be here. We are relaunching Go Be Great with Karena Calhoun, and it used to be Go Be Great with Coach Karena. We are dropping the coach. I'm still a coach. I'm still a consultant. I'm still a strategist, but we have to lean into where we know we're supposed to be in the assignment in this hour so that we're able to hit the ground running and do all of the things. I didn't put this shirt on intentionally, but it does say purposeful. So we have to be purposeful in what we are doing. And so go be great with Karena Calhoun. And because we are being purposeful, we are talking to people, entrepreneurs who have hit the ground running. They have experienced good, bad, indifferent, whatever it is. And we're laying it all out here so you as well can go be great and be purposeful. And so we are learning and lifting one another up based on our own stories, the own paths that we have been following. And so today we have an amazing, I'm just going to say my sister, my friend, somebody that from day one we have linked arms and ain't no separating us. We are in it to win it. This is my ace boom coon. This is my road dog. This is my friend. Like I can say my friend, Katrina Payne. How are you doing today?
Hey, my sister. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. I can say that. It's
And
really good.
y'all, listen, we go back and forth a lot because we come from we are Generation X. We come from back then, back in the day. Um she's an only child and I'm the only girl. So that's us. That's us right now. So Katrina,
Mhm.
I want to ask you, where in the world are you?
So, location wise, I am in Delaware, in Newcastle, Delaware. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's so funny. So many people migrate here from all over. I'm originally from Brooklyn, but moving here, it was a definite change of pace. I will say that. Much slower.
How long have you been in Delaware?
Oh, a long time. But I still don't ever claim Delaware. I only claim Brooklyn. I'm from New
Ain't nothing
York.
wrong with that.
I'm from New York. No, I've been here. I finished. I'm sorry. I went my high school year all the way up until I'm only 25, but yeah, I'm till now. Just saying.
I'm not sure how you could be a Gen X and be 25, but
Hey,
hey,
hey. My story.
listen, no judgment here, just stating some facts, ma'am.
It's okay.
Yeah, this is how we cut up. Like
Okay.
literally on a daily basis. This is how we cut up. It is what it is. We love. That's it. So I want to ask you,
Yes.
how are you loving on the world around you? And I feel like this is a really good question that I ask everybody when they come on the show. How are you loving on the world around you? And the reason why I love to ask this question is because we're just going to go ahead and just be real, be honest. Again, we're being purposeful here on Go Be Great. But when any of you go on to guest on a show, you always want to be purposeful in why you're there. It should not be a elevator pitch fest, okay? Yeah, you're going, you want to bring brand awareness, you want to engage the audience, you want to be able to potentially bring those people into your ecosystem get clients, get customers. But when you go on to a podcast or you guest in any type of platform, you want to make sure you're bringing something of sustenance. And so when I ask people, how are you loving on the world around you? That begins to take the focus off of your offer and more on, it could be in a personal way, it could be in business. So I just want to let you all know why I ask, how are you loving on the world around you? So Katrina, I want to ask you, how are you loving on the world around you? And I'm going to mute because honey, I know this.
So for me, actually doing something that I love. I have since as a little girl, you have your moments with your Barbie dolls and things like that. I loved playing business. I always wanted an office, and I was always helping people. So that's something that was I was born with, right? So the way that I do that now is I see a lot of people who have a dream of starting a business. They want to go, they want to begin, but sometimes don't know how. Or they may have started, but now I don't know how to maintain because you teach me this portion, but I may not know how to move to the next step. Or, I need business funding, or I need grant, I need to have business credit. How do I make all that happen? So, me helping them is like literally trying to make a dream. I believe in taking a dream from a dream, taking someone from a dream to actually making it a reality. And it is nothing like I always think for myself is like it's nothing like having a dream and not knowing how to make the steps to make it happen, or how to put your foot forward to make that happen. And then I also do, within having conversations, helping people to realize like it is possible, you can do this. And I take that from my own life. Like I am a college dropout, definitely left. I was a single mom at the age of 18. Another thing, of course, we got in common. I was a single mom. I was 18 when I had my son, and I chose to leave school because I wanted to take care of his every moment. I needed to be there. He said his first words, make walk, everything. I needed to be a part. But in that, because of not getting my degree, it put me in a position saying that I'm not worthy, because unfortunately we're taught a lot of times that you can't do something unless you have this degree behind you, this piece of paper, or you have these initials behind you. And I finally had to look at myself, thank God, is saying, why not me? Why can't I be? And why can't I be an example to another young lady who may not have the opportunity, the option to be able to go to school, but I can still make it. And every dream that I have can still come true. So, helping entrepreneurs know that it doesn't matter what your background or what your life was or where you've been, you can still make your dream come true. And we can get you there, and we can help you one step at a time.
And the reason why I love this is being able to finally see your dream come true, whatever that dream is, when you have been maybe told so many times that, nah, you can't do that. You don't know what you're doing. Or you try to start it and confusion begins to happen, or chaos begins to swarm around you. Like you literally, y'all, let me just say, Katrina has come into my business, and I told her this recently. I said, "You're not a chaos coordinator. I've seen that out there. Chaos doesn't need to be coordinated. It needs to be stopped. Like, can we just go ahead and make it just stop?" And that's what you begin to do. You begin to stop the chaos from reigning in people's lives when it comes to their business. And you do it with such, like, it's effortless, almost like, whoa, wait a minute. So I could have had this? Like, really? And so I can tell you firsthand because she does um work in two of my businesses. And so I'm telling you from experience, I know the work that she does. And sometimes you may think that, oh, I don't need this kind of help, or I don't need that kind of help, or I don't need this kind of support, or I don't need that kind of support. And I can tell you, when you get her in there, you don't realize that you needed her until your life changed. So you talked about being a college dropout. Hi, my name's Karina. Me too. And I know a lot of times people feel like if they don't have some type of certification or some type of degree or some type of class, then they can't move forward. Talk to us a little bit about the mindset shift that has to happen in regards to that, because you're talking to entrepreneurs who are now breathing life into their dreams, whereas those dreams were deflated. They were just floating along, but now they're breathing life into them. And so when you go from feeling like you have to have these specific things to now, let's go ahead and get it. Talk about that a little bit, the mindset shift that has to happen when you realize I don't now you want to make sure, y'all, let's just say this, you do want to make sure you giving value and you doing things decent and in order, right, excellence, all of that. But being a college dropout can play on the mind. So for those that may be a college dropout, or maybe you have a degree and your degree is nothing what you're being called into in the marketplace. Katrina, talk a little bit about that.
I think for me, it just had to be a point of acceptance that I had to accept at one point in time that this just wasn't going to be my journey. And although even making sure either going to college or, you often hear your family. I know I was taught, and every person before me, everyone was retired. Everyone retired from these positions. But I always asked, I said, did anybody live happy? Were you happy in anything that you did working for somebody else? Nope. Nope. You can't say you did, but you can say I retired from a job. Well, that didn't do anything for you. And so back to your point, when you asked me about loving the world, I'm like, well, did you love the world the way you were supposed to? Because if you had a calling or thing you were supposed to accomplish, but you chose not to because everybody told you. And please understand, don't I'm not saying it didn't happen to me. At one point in time in my life, that's how I felt. If I don't get my degree, I'm not going to be able to do this. If I don't have my degree, I can't do that. And if I got to retire because, I need to retire from a job because I got to have a pension. That's what I was taught. So I fell into it myself. But then one day I woke up and said, but I can do all this and I'm not happy. I'm not happy in any of that. That's not retiring from here is not going to get me where I know I'm supposed to be. Because what I'm even working in right now, that's not even a part of the dream that I had. And mine was actually my time came. I had to literally sit and look down on the inside of me. What makes me happy doing this every single day? I can do it, as they used to say, with being unpaid. Now, of course, we want to be paid for it, but you can do it and it still just makes you happy. But I've been doing this since I was a kid. I didn't even realize it. My son, I had a conversation earlier. I said, I didn't even realize I taught my son to be an entrepreneur. I gave him a candy shop. I didn't realize until today. My son's 33, but I didn't realize I had taught him to be an entrepreneur. I have been doing it's who I am. You got an idea? Let's make it happen. And let me give you the steps, and this is what we're gonna make. And it wasn't until, like I said, I in my own mind had to just accept the fact that this is the journey, but it does not mean I have to stop. I am still capable. I have everything down on the inside of me already to make it all work, to make it all happen. I just got to tap into it and then just do it. That's it. And then, of course, with, I may have some steps and this person may have another piece of the puzzle to help me continue to grow it. So now it's a beautiful picture. So,
I love that. Now it's a beautiful picture. So I see your background. You've got a lion, you've got a crown, and then the name of your business. Tell us what the name of your business is.
the name is It's the Royal Way.
So it's the royal way. And you've got the lion, you've got the crown. And I know you've already given us some tips on how to move from this mindset to that mindset. But I think this is a question that me personally, and I've known you now since 2024. Along right, like whoa. It seemed that's a long time, but it seems like we've known each other longer. But it doesn't seem like it's just wild, y'all. But I want to ask you a question that I'd never thought about. What does it take to get to it's the royal way mindset? Because that's a mindset to put your crown on. It's the royal way mindset. Like that is, I have never thought about that. That's deep.
Um, wow. Literally, it takes a lot of introspection and realizing for me, I'm a believer. So realizing I can't do anything without Christ. And hence the crown that's in my picture is always the lion on, I mean the lion on top of my head, is always over me. So that really doing it in an excellent way and knowing that God is always at the front portion of everything that I'm doing.
And
And
that is like when we sit down and we think about, I heard someone say something that I've said, and I'm hearing more and more people say this, that God is their CEO. Would you say the same?
absolutely. CEO, CFO, whatever. He's all of it. For me, and I won't become emotional, but for me, I knew I couldn't do any of this. And it goes back to the fact that I tell God, I have to hear you speak in order for these things to happen. Because if I look at my own non-college not a college graduate, if I look at, being a young mom and not, I didn't have business classes and I didn't, it literally is a God-given gift. So there's nothing I can take away from it. I always say it's nothing but God. Has to be.
Yeah, that is it in a nutshell. So it's the royal way. Who needs you? Who's your client? Now you could easily just say Karina, but I think people need to know more than that.
So if you're someone, okay, if you have an idea, have a business, you don't know how to get it set up, don't know how to get it started, absolutely, we can definitely help you. If you already have a business and maybe there's a portion that we may be able to help you with business funding or getting your business credit together, or you have a business and everything is working, you may have your credit, may have your funding, but you are literally overwhelmed and you can't seem to get everything done because you really need to concentrate on the goal at hand, which is just running the business. However, the operations kind of piece in the background sometimes falls to the side because you don't always know how to do or don't have the time to do all the day to day, those kind of things. So that's kind of where I step in and help.
And can I tell y'all, when she said when she reaches out to you and she says, "What can I take off your plate?" That allows you to literally breathe. Like the first time she ever said that to me, it was a calm that came, and I was like, she means that, and she will get it done. Whatever that is coming off your plate, she gets it done. So tell us how we can get in touch with you. For those out there that, if you have a dream and you know you need to get your business started, you want to reach out to Katrina.
Absolutely.
If you if you have a business and you've gotten it started, but you need some funding up under it, get in touch with Katrina. I was going to call you me. Or if you are, so I don't fit in those two categories, but I fit in the category where I was trying to do everything myself with as much automation as I have in place. I still need somebody to do some of the things, a human being. She is the person that I rely on and have been relying on since 2024. So I need y'all to understand that when you do that, it does take a level of humility to stand before somebody and say, I can't do it all myself. I need your support. Hold my hand and tell me where the chaos is coming in, and you got it. She's that person. So Katrina, tell us how people can get in touch with you. If you are one of those three people, I want you to get her information.
So you can literally reach me at my website. It's theroyalway.com. You can Google it, either one, but we will show up. And there's a info form that you fill out, and we can go ahead and get in touch and see how we can help you.
I love it. And you've got some amazing things coming down the pipe soon. So y'all stick close because um we're bringing on people who are helping you to stop the excuses. Excuses only satisfy those that give them. And the people on the show that are coming in that are guesting on Go Be Great, we are breaking the excuses because they don't help. They don't help. Katrina, any last words you want to say to those that have been listening?
Yes. Really, if you have a dream, come on, let's do it. What's holding you up? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? And if you do, or if you're already in business and you know you need help, are you ready to stop stressing and let someone else kind of step in? And if you are, then definitely give us a call. We're willing to help you.
So this has been another great and amazing episode of Go Be Great with Karena Calhoun. And I still want to say Go Be Great with Coach Karena because it's been 4 or 5 years that I've been saying that. And so now I have to retrain my brain and say Go Be Great with Karena Calhoun. So y'all, please tune in. We have episodes dropping every week, 11 a.m. It's either 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard on Tuesdays. Hit the notification, hit the bell, whatever podcast platform you're watching or listening from. We're everywhere. We're on every single one of them. iHeartRadio, Apple, Google, every last one of them. Spotify, we are there. We are there. YouTube, we are on every single one of them. So Make sure you hit that notification. Come hang out with us. Drop us questions. If you got questions, if you miss an episode and you're not really sure where to look to listen to us, you can go to podcast.warcry.com/listen. Again, podcast.warcry.com/listen. Or you just go to warcry.com and there's a button on there. You can find us. So I will see you all on the flip side. I love you. Bye.